Okay, so let's jump into the entry point program for the Vulkan API. We'll write the entry. This is our first program. Here we will write the entry point program for our Vulkan API. So we'll just start with the checking the IDE or the solution if it was working or not. So we'll just write a basic hello world program. So I'll just write it fast, like a lightning fast, and um, I'll try to be as fast as I can. So yeah, avoid wasting any time. And here we are, and here we are done. And we are done. Let's run the code, and it's running and compiling, and just pop it out. Pop it out, man. Come on. Make this shit working. Come on. Come on. Yeah, here we are. And we got this. Works. So we got our IDE working completely fine. Now, what we'll do is that you include the Vulkan. We'll write as hashtag define uh, glfw underscore include underscore Vulkan. This is what you'll need to write for including or before including the Vulkan API, because it automatically includes the Vulkan API for us. And next we'll write as hash include glfw glfw3.h, and we are good with it. Now hash include basic libraries, like iostream, uh, if that's right, and then hash include um, maybe standard exception library, yeah, and hash include standard C library, C standard library, and this is good. Now we'll just jump into the main function, into main, and here we are, and stdcn, or I'd rather use return 0 because it is recommended right here. And here, here will come later. We'll create another, sorry, in the header files, add and class. We'll add a class, and in the class we will just one minute. Yeah, we'll name it. What should I name it? So, what should we name it? Maybe a beautiful name would be graphics engine. Graphics engine, and let's hit OK. And it should create a graphics engine class for us, and it did. It did work. Aha. Okay. So public specifiers and private, and we'll just use something like I think this is enough, or we'll just write a function, just a single function, like void run, like this, maybe. And come on, man. Yeah, adjust it. Now I'll hit control and full stop. And it gave me this, and I press hit enter. And here we are. It should create definition for us. Here we are. Yeah. I'm going to the business file over here, the run. We'll just nothing code here. Yeah. Now, and the application file will use instantiate this class like this. Will include and graphics engine .h, and over here you write as graphics engine and engine, and here we are. And then we'll use try catch try and engine dot run function, which has nothing in there, and catch, and we'll write as standard exception ampersand e, and then um, std c error and um, e dot what. And here we are, and we are good. Now let's run our program. Or other stuff, what we can do is that we'll come over here and sorry here, and we will just simply write the hello world program here, and we'll just write hello world, and for time being, we'll just include the IOStream here. Dash include string main IOStream. There we are. We made the shit working, right? So come on, man. And this nigga worked. Haha. Nigga, come on, worked. Okay. So here we have the hello world. Our setup is completely working, and our libraries are included fine. It is working. The Vulkan library is working correctly, and what you call the standard exception library, the standard libraries, and the GLFW is working correctly, and everything is just completely fine, and we are good. Like you might be thinking, right, like why I'm using the try catch in here? Well, because the Vulkan API has a lot of memory management code, so due to that reason, we'll have to use this because sometimes the memory management code produces very mind-boggling exceptions which are hard to figure out. So in order to figure them out, we need to use the try-catch uh, stuff to just catch those exceptions and defend our heads from being boggled. So I hope